primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. For teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go. It's week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right to the air, it's Minshew. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Go! Viking 18.
From the gun, a run for White. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So first down from the 41.
Alert! Alert! Ready? Street! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
Now give left side. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
70 Lions.
From the shotgun, Minshew has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Pressure coming. It's Minshew. Pulled in by his back. White. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throw left side, complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Minshew. On the screen, this is White. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. And that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, it might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Taysom Hill to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Play action now, rush. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Rush setting up the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. From the gun, it's Rush. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Minshew working from the gun. Short pass brought in. It's a short pick up to the 20. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9.
Let's go now. Here we go. Check it look. Check the call. Check the call.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Minshew on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this one down in the 37. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Throwing on 1st is Minshew. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Plowing up the middle. And he's not going to get the 1st. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
A humble 5, 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They give it to him again. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They snap it. Here's Minshew. It is caught left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. So 21 yards and the 1st. What a call to go for it there on 4th.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
70 Lions! Motion!
1st and 10, Minshew. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his 1st incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
On 2nd and 10 now, Minshew. Catch made. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Minshew to throw on 4th down. Catch is made in close. And into the end zone he goes. touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
To the air with Rush. Screen here for Smith. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got Smith again. It'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll throw for it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Out of the gun, Minshew. Chased out to his right. Pulled in by his back, right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the shotgun, Minshew. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
The 18-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Minshew. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. it's just he and 4 other running backs, the only players to ever reach 25 rushing touchdowns in a single season. With that score, he joined some great company to be in. Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, and a couple of Hall of Famers, LaDainian Tomlinson and Emmitt Smith. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Cowboys nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The sack forces a now tougher third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Starts the return at the 34. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. They'll work against the blitz. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And this one doesn't go far.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got a man left, and he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. Finds him on the crossing route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Night, go.
From the red zone on 1st. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, next to kickers, some of our most prolific scorers in league history have been running backs, Brock, and he now tops them all. Most touchdowns in a single season.
Yeah, pretty incredible, Kate. You've got to do it with your legs. You got to do it with your hands. That's why, well, when you're a little kid, right, and you're playing on the school ground, you figure it out pretty quickly. That dude's elite. That guy can run and score. He's a difference maker, and this guy certainly is.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 1. And he takes the return out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Rush setting up the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rush. Brought in by his back Smith. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Rush throwing on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Minshew on 1st down. On the screen, this is White. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Go, street! Check smash! Check smash! Riggs! Riggs! Hut, hut!
Caught quick right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Design bootleg here. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Give now to the running back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As a corner in this league, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun here, rush. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going deep. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, they had to try something something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25.
First down 2 at their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Rush now to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
On the pistol, Smith. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get you a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Looking slant route complete. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. For the point after, here's Blankenship. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut into the lead by another point.
Cowboys 7.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Set. Cougar 19. They smash. Warriors 70.
Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. He's smart and won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Hup.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Running in the red zone. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
You saw me juggling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 1. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
That's Lamb running the slant. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd down, Raiders going with some dime coverage here. Rush. He's caught. He's got Lamb. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
3rd and long for him here. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, Minshew. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down from the 42.
First down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Minshew working from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. To the air with Rush. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
6 yards.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Rush looking to pass. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take 7 points off the deficit. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Six guard. Check 6 guard. Go.
Sending him on the dime. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
70 Lions.
Right up the gut. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Brought in right side. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
60, 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. We got it, we got it, we got it. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
3rd and long, it's Minshew. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And a couple of really plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that even though it's been years and decades, I can still hear the great Mike Holmgren saying to me, after I tried to scramble as a QB that couldn't really run like our guy today, and he would say, "Oh, Brock, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart." And really what he's saying is, don't ever try that again.
Minshew to throw on fourth down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead.
63, Cowboys 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Rush. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Back to the air on second. Rush. And he makes the play. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10. Here's Rush. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
18 Cardinal, 70 Lions. Check, lucky.
Play action now. Rush. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, sack. 70 Timberwolf.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That one's cut along the left sideline. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That gets 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer.
They're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
He's got it. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun here, rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Track Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, Minshew. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
First down and goal to go.
This will be the final play of the game.
79 Bronco. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Working inside the red zone. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders are running them out of the building. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.